Welcome back to another Alliance War. This time around, 4Loki is taking on NY718, the NYC Guardians. I'll be taking Path 5 today, so I'll be entering the battlefield with my normal main champion of Medusa, being supported with the Black Bolt synergy, and then my third champion slot that I normally have as kind of a utility, rotational, optional style champion is going to go to Stark Enhanced Spidey. This way I can take down the kinetic reactor and unblockable L1 node. This first fight up here is looking like a 6-star science champion, and I have no idea who I'm going to see here. I know this is more of just a diversity node. Going through the list of science champions, I'm thinking, okay, it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jackets I usually see on these earlier nodes, because there's not a whole lot to him, and he does start with a bar of power, so I guess, you know, maybe there's a way that you could slip up and get hit with his, you know, his sting or something like that. So I'm thinking, all right, probably Yellow Jacket, but it really doesn't matter who's here. Whatever 6-star science champion is here, they're just going to get slain pretty quickly here from Medusa. And it turns out it is Red Hulk, and just like I was saying, it didn't really matter who is here. This is just going to be about as standard of a fight as it gets. Just going to try to get my L1 on him as fast as I possibly can. He's playing pretty defensively, allowing me to attack into his block to push him over that bar of power threshold, which actually makes things nice and easy on me. I don't need to take any kind of block damage in that case. And I've got Armor Shatter on him now. Another 5-hit combo, and just kind of rinse and repeat, cycling these L1s. And I don't think I even take a single point of block damage here, if I remember correctly. Just one more L1 out of him, 5-hit combo, L1 from me. And Red Hulk goes down nice and easy. Alright, the next fight up is going to be the reason why I brought Stark Spidey. It's going to be a tech champion, as we can see here in just a moment. And it's going to be a Punisher 2099. This is fairly common to see, you know, Punisher 2099 on a kinetic reactor style node, just because it's so difficult to dodge his special one. And if you don't go in with the right champion, then this fight could be pretty deadly. Punisher is actually not that bad of a defender on the right node, and this is definitely one of those right node style situations. But luckily I do have you know, Stark Spidey here at my disposal, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just going to try to build up as many poise charges as I possibly can before going in, and we'll see how that goes. Now, I am going to boost up here because this is going to be the rest of my path, starting with this fight. And I'm going to go ahead and slap on some 20% boosts. This should be pretty good for this war, for the path that's laid out for me at least. And just kind of rechecking these nodes over and over. I mean, it's a good idea to kind of slow play these wars, guys. There's been so many fights where I go into the fight and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that there was an unblockable here, or that this had like limber. This was a, you know, and I used my parries too early or something like that. So I really try to check the list of nodes, you know, like 2 or 3 times. You'll see that a lot in my videos, just to really make sure that I have everything down. But anyway, I've got my poise charges built up here. So now got 10. Gonna find my opening with a parry, 5-hit combo, and just going to do another 5-hit combo, another 5-hit combo, and L1, and he's dead. He actually never even got to use his special one, so yeah, that worked out pretty well. Had the auto evade on Spidey here at the ready, but yeah, didn't even need it. Kind of made me sad that I didn't just take in like Karnak or something like that and just had the whole royal family for this fight, but probably would not have gone down the same way if I had Karnak versus having Stark Spidey there. So still good fight nonetheless. Alright, next fight here. This is a mutant champion. I'm not sure who I'm going to be seeing. It's on masochism. I feel like that masochism, you could put a lot of different champions that could potentially be pretty powerful. It does have a persistent charge, so I was thinking it's probably Bishop, just because it had some extra energy damage on this node as well. So, and it turns out, yep, it is Bishop. I'm actually going to make a few mistakes in this fight here that you're going to see. Mostly just on kind of dodging his special one. I also should have timed my special one better to get the Armor Shatter going, but yeah, I didn't. I got kind of tricked by the masochism there, and masochism ate one of my armor breaks, and it happens again. It's not the only time that it happens. I actually had an opening there that I could have completed the Armor Shatter, but in any case, I get actually clipped by the end of that L1. mistimed my dodge, and now he has all that energy damage on him. And my goal here is just to kind of play defensively. I'm not even going to go for a parry or anything like that. I want that energy damage to drop. He does give me an opening with his heavy attack that allows me to get some damage in, but other than that, I was just going to play it very safe and not even bother going in. I finally do get the armor shatter on him, and he hits me with another L1, and this time I don't even block any of it. I actually get hit by the whole thing. The L1 doesn't deal all that much damage, though. It's the kind of after effect here of all of his energy damage, so just doing the same thing that I did before, just trying to play it back. Luckily, he throws another heavy attack, which allows me the opening. Go in and get my damage, intercept him at the end there, and Bishop is down. Normally I like to push Bishop to his L2 because, as you can see there, I have a little bit of issue with his L1. I mean, really, I could just block the whole thing and it wouldn't be that big a deal. But, yeah, trying to... the first time where I got hit, I was trying to evade the last little part so that I can get an opening to attack. And then the second time, I don't even know what happened. I just got totally wrecked by it. Alright, next node up, though, is going to be a skill champion, 5-star skill champion, with quite a bit of health here, and I wasn't really too sure who I was going to see. It's got extra power gain on it. I was thinking, okay, maybe it could be, I don't know, something like a Killmonger or something along those lines. Didn't really matter who I was going to see here, though, because bottom line is I was going to go in with Medusa either way. I probably would have been fine just using those 2 potions. But since this wasn't even my last fight, plus, I mean, it's just a good idea to heal up to full regardless when you're in a tight war like this. But, yeah, I do go ahead and pop that last potion just because, like I said, it's not my last fight, so I might as well heal now and then, you know, go into my last fight with that extra HP anyway. Alright, and it turns out this fight is going to be a Kingpin. So the way that I like to play against Kingpin, especially a Kingpin that has extra power gain already, is I kind of just, you know, play it safe. I don't really try to use my specials so much. I like to get him in this cycle of him throwing his special 1 and, you know, me just being able to get a 5-hit combo in after that. There's no real way to prevent him from gaining those rage stacks, which allow him to have even more power gain. No way around that when using someone like Medusa that has an armor break on her medium attack, at least. But it's nothing to be too concerned with. As long as I can keep him in this cycle of throwing his special 1, then the fight should be pretty smooth. It's a good idea to kind of hold onto your special for 2 reasons in this kind of situation. One is you don't want to push him to that second bar of special, or at least I don't want to. I'd rather just keep him, you know, cycling the special 1s. And then 2, if for whatever reason he doesn't throw his special 1 and I get backed into the corner, then I can use my special 3 to kind of get back to a safe distance. But you can see here he's fully cooperating, throwing the special 1. Typically, you know, typically Kingpin will do this for me. It's pretty rare that I get in a situation where he's not throwing his specials. And yeah, fights just you know, takes quite a few hits just because, again, I'm not using my special, so I'm losing out on a lot of damage there. And then Kingpin is pretty tanky, but he does go down in only about a minute and a half still. So, all right, Kingpin down, nice and easy. Just a slow, controlled fight there. We've got 1 fight left, and this is going to be on the poison node up here that has unblockable L2 and brute force, which means I have to hit this guy every 6 seconds or I take some kind of degeneration damage. And also enhanced special 2, so yeah, special 2 can't be blocked, but it doesn't really matter. It's actually going to be an Iceman here, and I actually prefer to dodge Iceman's special 1. I know a lot of people prefer to push Iceman to his special 2 and dodge his special 2, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I just rather dodge his special 1. I feel like I'm more consistent dodging the special 1. I still slip up and get hit by it sometimes, but for the most part, fairly confident at just dodging the special 1. So I'll get the initial parry to break his ice armor, then I can find my openings here. And as soon as I can get armor shatter on him, which I have right now, I don't have to even worry about the ice armor. He cannot gain that while armor shatter is active, so good to go here pretty much. Just going to be dodging the L1. I'm going to play a little bit more aggressively here when I have my Furies up. I don't mind intercepting them against the wall like that. And then, yeah, just kind of slow playing it, allowing him to throw his special 1, me to throw my special 1 more time, and boom, the fight is over in about 35 seconds. Medusa makes pretty quick work of Iceman. Alright, so that is actually it for my path here in this war. We did, in fact, lose to NY718. They are one of the strongest alliances in the entire game, so not too surprising, but it was still a close war at the end of the day. We'll have to see what happens if we ever play these guys again. But good war to you guys over in the NYC Guardians, and that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.